Hi everyone, welcome to the ElectricmotorGP show. My name is Nee and I'm live in Singapore and we're at the Xpeng stand in Singapore and we're going to be talking about the X9. Now the X9 is one of the premium MPVs that's coming to the rest of the world this year, and I can tell you authoritatively that the first batches of right-hand drive models have gone out this week from China. They're going to Thailand to be part of the launching at the Thai Auto Show, which is going to be at the end of March. So what have Xpeng done with this car? Xpeng have actually put a lot of thought into this car to try and make this car more convenient, more comfortable for families and for people that are looking for more of a conducive car to drive around. The level of luxury in this car is quite impressive. And this is represented by the fact that even though this was a new car launched in 2023 and sales only really kicked off in 2024, it outsold the Toyota Alphard, which was the #1 MPV in China last year, 5-4. So the Toyota Alphard sold just over 16,000 units last year, while the X9 sold over 21,000 units, beating it by 5-4, making it also the most successful MPV in China for last year. And that tells a lot about how much the Xpeng have got this car right. The other things that Xpeng have got right with this car is the fact that they've got it right in the context of the architecture. This car is an 800-volt architecture, which means it's capable of fast charging up to 250 kilometers. That's the first thing. It's got the front-wheel drive, which is released in China, but the right-hand drive models are going to be rear-wheel drive. And you've got 230 kilowatts going to be on the rear-wheel drive on this particular car with a 470 Newton meter of torque. And it also is able to deliver very, very rapid acceleration, which gives you 0 to 107.7 seconds. The all-wheel drive model is going to have over 380 kilowatts of electric motor on both front and rear, and this gives you over 500 Newton meters of torque, and that gives this car 0 to 100 in just under 6 seconds. The range in this car depends on which version of the car you get. So if you get the lower spec, which is the rear-wheel drive in the right-hand drive countries, it's going to be 75 kilowatt hour battery, the LFP type, which will give you roughly about 500 kilometers of range, WLTP cycle. And if you get the long range version, which is the all-wheel drive with a 103 kilowatt hour battery, you're going to get about 570 to 580 kilometers of range on it, on the WLTP cycle. On the NED cycle, it's 650 and 600 kilometers respectively. So Xpeng have actually got this right, and there's a lot of things they've put in this car. There's a lot of kits they've put in this car to make this car more conducive, to make it more appealing to families, to make it more appealing to people that are going to use it commercially. And if you're going to be traveling, picking up luxury passengers of this car is going to give you that premium feel as well. Especially when you look at what they've done to the design of the boot and the way the boot folds on itself to actually create more space. So with the rear two seats folded, you get over 2,000 liters of boot space in this car, but with the 7 seats up, you still get almost about 600 liters of boot space as well. So there's been a lot of thought that's been put into it. This car is 5.29 meters long, 1.72 meters tall, and about 1.8 meters wide, 1.85 meters wide. So let's just have a quick walk around, and if we're very lucky, we might actually be able to get a test drive of this car before we leave Singapore. So looking at the front grille, Xpeng have done with a different style. Instead of having a massive grille in black that's in your face, they've done it very understated with a little bit of accentuation at the bottom. You've got slots in there for air cooling as well, which manages the cooling and heat of this car in really warm climates, which like Singapore and Thailand can be. As you're aware, Xpeng has gone away from the LiDAR-based system, and what they've done now is to put ultrasonic sensors and cameras all around the car to make it easier for it to be able to do its self-driving and level 2+ ADAS system. And if you look at the lighting designs on the car, it's very sleek with the light bar right across the top in there, which kind of draws attention to the car. The Xpeng X logo is right on top of the car, and the raked angle of the windscreen gives you a better view outside of the car. When we jump into the car, you get a view of what I'm saying. Xpeng have also put 2 different types of tires in this car. You've got the lower spec car with the 18-inch rim and the higher spec car with the 20-inch rim. They're Michelin tires, 235/50 by rim 20. And like I was mentioning to you, there's a lot of cameras on this car. And this is to help with this vision-based ADAS system that Xpeng is piloting, which seems to be working very well for it. And if you watch the video that I did, which highlighted the things about future-proofing your car, you'll understand the reason why that's gone different. The door handles are flush to improve the aerodynamics. This car's got a drag coefficient of 0.227. You've got the 15.6 infotainment screen in there and the 10.25 driver instrument cluster just over there. You've got the Xpeng steering wheel, which is pretty cool. You've got two wireless chargers, 50 watts, and they're vented as well. And you've got the premium feel in there with everything about this car. You've also got your USB-C and your USB-A and the 12 volts, 180 watt socket just there. You've got a big pigeonhole here for yourself as well. You've got air conditioning vents that you can control from the screen. Soft touch materials everywhere here, and electric door opening and controls in there. You've got over 20 speakers in this car, and you've got electric door open for the rear door to make it easy for you to get access into the car. Captain seats present, heating, cooled, massaged as well, and with your lumbar support and a 60 watt USB charger present in there. Cup holders present for you as well. So everything about this car says premium. And if you jump into the car, the ease within which you can get into the back seat, is quite significant. But the most important bit in there is how comfortable you are in this car. So this car is set up in the 2-2-3 setup. So if I drop the camera over here, I'm just going to get it to have a better view. You can see how much headroom I've got in this particular spot at this particular point in time, and look at how much legroom I've got here as well. Can you see that? So this car is comfortable. You've got controls for your seats here as well, which means you can lower the headrests electronically. Can you see behind me? And you could also recline the seat all the way to the back and then push it forward. Again, all of this is done electronically to make the car a little bit more comfortable for you. You've got this beautiful, beautiful mood lighting present here with speakers in the grille all around it. You've got panoramic, and then you've got, I'm just going to show you that, turn the screen around. Can you see that? That's the screen that you get in the car as well. I'm going to figure out how to open that in a moment. From inside the car, you can actually lock up So from inside the car, you can open and lock up the cars. You can change multiple things about the car. There's information about what you can do in the interior of the car for you. You can increase your windows, you can open the car doors, and you can drop the TV as well. So I'm going to press the TV button. I'm not sure that's what I wanted to do. Right, that's what I wanted to do. And so with this, the kids can have a lovely time wherever you're going. You've got Disney Plus available to you. Obviously this has not been activated yet, but it just tells you how much and how well Xpeng have actually thought about this car. This car is probably, in my opinion right now, the best car that you can spend money on to get. Why do I say so? You've got a premium car that has a premium feel, that delivers a level of luxury and a level of comfort, and it delivers it at a price that you will look at and go, yeah, that makes sense. Everything about this car says premium, except the price. So what have I just done? I'm sat down in the captain's seat in the rear. I'm not likely to get to be in this seat very often, but I've just put the camera that I'm using to record, so my hands are free. I've done it comfortably so I can talk to you, I can move around, and I can literally show you how well appointed this car looks. And more importantly, I can also let you see the viewpoint I've got for the camera, for the TV screen in front of me. Of all the cars Xpeng have made, this is my absolute favorite. Now I'm going to tell you a few things so you can understand why I really like this car. I ordered an Xpeng G6 before he came to Australia. Then I got into the Xpeng G6 and I realized that in order to compensate for making the G9 a little bit too early in their progress, Xpeng dialed back a lot of stuff that's in the G6. Is the G6 a fantastic car? Yes. You've got level 2 plus level of ADAS. You've got significant levels of comfort, ride efficiency, future-proofing in the car. But it was just lacking that bit of spark, that magic. And the X9's got that magic. And that's the truth. Everything about this car tells you I really, really want to be in this car. And that's the beauty of this car. Now I'm going to walk out before I get too hooked up on the car and decide I want to pay for a car that I probably cannot afford right now. But that tells you all you need to know about this car. So if you've liked everything that I've said and I've mentioned to you so far, please like, share, subscribe. And as part of the promo that we're doing, I said we're going to do 12 videos, and those 12 videos are going to give you locations of where we're going to be next. And if you put the locations in the comments and you put all the locations on the 12th video, you're going to be eligible for a $100 Australian dollar voucher with one of this logo t-shirts, which is what, $70, and we will post that out to you. Okay, so the next location we're going to be is going to be Thailand, and we're going to be at the Auto Show to launch this car officially there. Hopefully I'll get a test drive there if I don't get one today. And I will see you when I see you next. You take care of yourself and stay blessed, okay? So we're in the Xpeng, and I just wanted to show you the driver's interior. So you've got ambient mood lighting in there. You've got controls for everything in there. You've got the Opera sound system. The air conditioning controls are on the screen. You've got your buttons in here, which you've got to learn how to use and use correctly. You've got your 16-inch screen right here in front of you. I'm just going to make this comfortable so I can go through this with you. So at this particular point in time, this car is capable of doing 17.9 kilowatts per 100 kilometers, which means this car is actually very fuel efficient. You've got your 360-degree cameras here, which you can toggle and change and see exactly what information you want. So pretty awesome in the way it's able to do that. And this is what I wanted to show you earlier on. So you can do a 360-degree view of everything that's going on around the car. And as you can see, it's pretty responsive. You can find details of what you want to do in the car. So you can give you vehicle, you've got your tire pressure, so it's telling you what your energy curve looks like. You've got the left slide and right slide doors in it. You've got your charging ports, you've got your trunk, things you can control from here. You've got your window adjustments here as well. You can unlock and flashlights from here as well. Pop-out handles on the lock. You've got lights in there that you can have a look at. Seats I've explained to you before. So you can adjust the seats from here, change the rake angles if you want, lower the... So I'm just going to show you what I've just done. So I've lowered the car seats from there, and I can change the angle and bring it back up, which you'll see that I'm doing that from the screen. And you can adjust that you can also change the height of the car. And the car you can see the seats going up. All of this you can do from the driver's seat. So if we come back to the screen, you can do that for all the 6 seats in the car, bar the middle seat in the rear. So let's change back to the front screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can adjust every seat in the car, adjust the lumbar seat, the seat cushion, the lumbar support. All of that can be done from this system in front of you. You do the same thing as well. Easy entry, easy exit you can do as well for the captain seats in rear. You can also fold the back seats, which I need to show you because that's one of the things that they've got done very well in this car. Your drive, you've got your eco, your standard, your sport, and you can customize that to your own comfort. You've got the power steering at comfort, standard, and sport. You've got brake pedal there as well. You've got your suspension, because this has got air suspension, so you've got 40 millimeters, which is the IS suspension. You can drop it down to a lowest of -30. So a lot of things have been put into this car. X pedal doesn't fully stop, but it's getting there. It's not too bad. I know there are rules in China that are stopping you from being able to achieve that. So you've also got VR assist, you've got driver assistance, which is your level 2 plus ADAS. So you've got X Pilot here. There's a lot of things that are not readily available in the Singapore market at the moment, but this car can park itself. I've actually tested that in a different market. You've got lane support, you've got your emergency lane keep assist, you've got your lane centering as well, you've got your blind spot detection, your door opening warning, your rear collision as well. You've got your voice assistant Xpeng, and it will navigate and do things that you want for you. You've got your sounds charging and discharging. This car is also capable of doing vehicle to load, not vehicle to grid, and it cannot do vehicle to home at the moment. But I think watch this space is one of those things that might be coming your way. So let's pop into the back. I really want to show you what the boot looks like. So obviously it's a powered tailgate, and this is what I was trying to explain to you earlier on. You've got well over 600 liters of boot space before you fold the rear seats. It's so deep in there. Obviously there's no spare tire in the boot like with most, but you've got this massive speakers present and the vents in there, and this is what I wanted to show you. Right, bear with me guys. Right, so the first button now is pressing is actually the air suspensions, but now we're going to talk about folding the seats, and hopefully I can get that right. Right, sorry guys, unfortunately this is a pre-production car. It's not supposed to be on sale or launched just yet, so therefore I cannot do the full rolling of the rear seats for you. But hopefully when we get into the launch in Thailand, I will do that for you and I'll show you exactly how that works. So if you've liked everything that we've said and shown you today, please give us a like and a share, subscribe, and I will see you soon.